Welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I appreciate all of your love, your support. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to actually cut and sew a cowl neckline dress. Yeah, you could see the picture up here. So that's what I'm going to show you how to cut today. This top, you can actually rock it with a pants, you can rock it with a skirt, you can rock it whatsoever, and then I'm going to be making it in a very simple way. I actually have a video of this before on my channel, but that one was done without a sleeve. But this one of today, we're going to be adding sleeves to it. So that's the difference between these two videos. Okay, so in making a cowl dress, there are some things that you need a pattern, because if you don't use a pattern, that means you are going to use lining. You understand? So these are the two options. If you don't want to use the pattern paper, you can cut your lining and then cut it again before you transfer it to your real fabric, to your actual fabric. You can do that, or just use, for better still, just use a paper. You can use any paper of your choice. So we're going to be using a pattern paper. So on this pattern paper, I already have my measurement of my basic dress. So in case you don't know how to do a basic bodice, this is just like a basic bodice. That's your normal dress form. So that's what we have here already. So I've added, this is my bust point, this is my under bust, this is my waist, and then this is my full length. So when I'm transferring to my fabric, I'm going to increase the length of this, and then I have my shoulder. So the only thing that I've not added here is my neckline. So I'm not going to add the neckline on the front pattern. I'm just going to add the neckline on the back pattern. So for the back pattern, the neckline, I'll use this pattern for both the back and the front. So for the pattern, for the front, for the back, I'm going to be using 3.5 inches for my back neckline. So this is 3.5 inches. So the depth, I don't want the back neckline to be too deep. So I'm just going to use about 1.5. So the 1.5, I'm going to mark it this way. So this is my back neckline, and then I'm going to slope my pieces. So I'll just slope this in like this. So this pattern I'll use for both the back and the front. Okay, so now let me cut it out, and then I'll show you how to transfer this to your fabric. Okay, so I've finished cutting out my pattern. So I want to cut out my back piece now. So I folded my fabric into two. So like I told you initially, this pattern, I want to increase the length. So I'm going to increase it. Originally, the pattern is 24 inches, but I want to increase it to 30 inches. So I'm just going to, from this point like this, I'll cut my 30 inches because I don't want my blouse to be short. Because my fabric is really stretchy. It is a stretchy fabric. So I'm going to cut out the back neckline right now. Okay, so I have my back pattern. So this is my back. So the dress is actually a dartless dress. So I'm not going to be adding any dart. So you could see how stretchy my fabric is. So I'm going to cut out the front pattern now. So this is where we're going to be working on right now. So it depends on how deep you actually want your cowl neckline to, the sag, how much you want it to sag, to come down. So mine, I'm going to be using 8 inches. So I'm going to take 8 inches. I'm going to mark 8 inches like this because I don't want it to be too deep. So I'm going to mark 8 inches like this on my pattern, and then I'm going to be cutting it. I'm just going to cut it open just to raise this part up. It is a simple process. So it depends on how deep. You can use 6 inches, you can use 7 inches. So this is my 8 inches now, which is from the neckline. I'm just going to mark, I'm just going to cut this part like this. So just cut it like this, and then on this part I'm going to just use my hand to stretch it open like this. So it depends on how wide I want my cowl neckline to be. So this is okay. So I'm going to measure what I have here. This is about 7.5 inches. So I'll fold my fabric now again so we can cut it out. Okay, so now place my front pattern now. So I'm going to spread it open just like I explained. I'll spread it like this. So I'm using 7 inches wide. So it depends on how much spread you want to spread it, but I don't want so much spread. I just want the cowl neck, I want it to be moderate. So I'll use about 7 inches, which is okay. So the next thing I'm going to do now, this side, I'll place this side straight on my pattern. So I'm just going to trace out now. So I'll trace my armhole, and then I'll trace my side seam. So remember my first pattern, that's I increased the length of my pattern. So I'm going to add that increase back on the down part. So I'm not going to take it to the front, the upper part. So I've added it back. So the next thing I'm going to do now, come to this shoulder part. I'm going to mark this shoulder part like this. So I hope you can see it. I'll just mark the shoulder. This is the shoulder, and then join it to the armhole. And then on this side, this neckline part, I'm just going to draw a straight line like this. I'm just going to draw a straight line. So this is what I'll cut. This part is the shoulder part, and then just a straight line to bring it forward. So just make sure that I maintain my 7 inches on this point. Okay, so it is placed properly now. So the next thing now we're going to cut out. So I'll cut from the down like this. So I'll cut my armhole round now. And then the shoulder line, I'll cut it to this point like this. That is my shoulder line. And then I'll cut this one straight. So on this part like this, I just want you to note something. You see this part, I'm going to put a notch here. So I'll know that that is where my shoulder is going to start from. You understand? So from this point to this point is my neckline point. So I'm just going to straighten it out. Okay. So I have my first pattern. So I'm just going to open it up like this. So this is my armhole. So once you gather it like this, you're going to have your drop like this. So this is my shoulder part. Like I told you, I don't want what is too big, so that is why I use 7 inches. So if you want it very deep, you can. So you see how it is looking. See how it is looking. So this is how the front is going to look like. So the next thing now, I'm going to cut out the sleeves. Okay, so I'm going to cut out the sleeve now. The first thing, I'm going to measure the length of my sleeve. So for the length of the sleeve, I'm using 22 inches. So I'll add 2 inches to it because I'm going to add an elastic to it. So I've added 2 inches to it, to the length of my sleeve. So from this point, I'll just come down like this. I'll mark 5 inches here. And then from this 5 inches, I'm going to make an arc to this point like this. So that arc, I'm going to measure to get my round armhole measurement, which is okay. And then from this point, so because you see it is a free sleeve, so from this point, I'm just going to mark straight like this. So I don't need this part to be tight because I'm going to use an elastic to like pull it together, and then I don't need the sides also to be tight. So this is just like a very simple way of drafting out your sleeve. Okay, so we are done. The next thing now, I'm going to cut out facing because I don't want to use a bias for my neckline. So I want to use facing. So here's what I want to do. This is my front neckline. I'm just going to place it like this and then cut a facing, just exactly what I have here, like this, up to this armhole point. I'm just going to cut it and then use it to turn the neckline and then drop it down. So you see, I'll just place it like this and then I'll cut it out just from the under. So this side is going to be straight. I'm just going to slant the armhole, and that's the shoulder part, and then the armhole part. So I'll cut facing for the back also, and then I'll take it back to my sewing machine. So it's just a simple process of sewing this. So I'll first of all turn with my facing. So this is where I'm turning. Just this part, I'll just place this like this on that straight line that we marked, and then I'll just stitch it straight and then turn it out. And then I'll join the back and the front. So I'll show you how to join the back and the front together. So this is the back piece, like this. So this is how you join together. So this is the shoulder part. Remember that part that we notched. I'm just going to take it like this and then join it with this part like this. So you see the armhole. You see, after joining, you see the armhole. It is corresponding on this side. And then you take this other side also. So if you want your cowl neck to drop more, you can use about 10 inches. You know, I use 7 inches. And then I'll clip this place also. That's how I'll fix this place. So you see my neckline. So I just like it perfect like this. I don't want the one that will show, just like the one on the picture. It's not really very dropped. So you see how it is looking. So I'll stitch here and then stitch here and then join the sides. So I'll go back and do that. And then for the sleeve, I'm just going to fix my sleeves. Just simple sleeve. I'll just fix the sleeve and then I'll come back and show you how it will look like. Okay. Okay, so at the end of the day, so you could see how our cowl neck dress looks like with our bishop sleeve. So at the end of the day, I just use elastic. So in case you don't know how to do this, I explained it in our last video. So I'll just drop the link. So all you have to do is you just fold your sleeve at the down with that extra 2 inches that I added, and then you pass your elastic through it. So it's a simple process. So you see it is very beautiful. It came out very well. So you see the neckline, you see it's not too revealing, it's just perfect. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, I would appreciate if you hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel, and then share this video with your friends. You can also follow me on all of my social media platforms. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.